Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 4 of my Jasta 5 career. This is Red Baron's YT, and I'm glad you're here. Before we start, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and enjoy the show. So, this mission is a bomber escort mission, or attacker escort mission, in which we are basically escorting, I believe, DFWs or Halberstadt D2s, I believe, one of those two, basically to the front lines to bomb positions on no man's land. We can expect a large force of fighters, I assume, and our job is to try to mop them up before they mop us and our friendlies up. So we have, I believe, a flight of 6. Paul Voigt is a part of this. He's my deputy flight leader, wing commander, basically. I believe he's flying in, forgot which spot he's flying in, but I believe he's with us this mission. And of course, we all have our Jasta 5 skins on, and last couple missions were pretty good. Sitting at 10 confirmed kills, highest of all of us so far at the Jasta 5. I believe a few people have a couple, and so we're getting up there. We're all kind of spread out right now, trying to get into formation as we take off to go kind of follow our route into the combat theater. And combat theater was pretty hectic when we got there, so we ended up having to deal with that fun, which went well. Again, hope you have been enjoying the videos, and that's about all I can really say for right now. Again, we're flying trusses. We haven't gotten any upgrades. I'm not sure if we will get upgrades in this campaign. Possibly when this switches over to the 1918 side of it, we might get upgrades, but I don't know yet. So, I really do enjoy our little city. I hope we don't get transferred anytime soon, because that'd be disappointing to have to leave our city, or be moved farther behind the front lines. This is a really nice, advantageous position for us, to be able to assist with any, escort missions, intercept missions, balloon defense missions, anything of that nature. So, episode 5 will be out, and warning, that one is a little bit shorter, but no spoilers. All I'll say is that there will be an episode 6, but episode 5 is kind of a strange mission, let's just put it that way. But this is episode 4, so let's continue with this one and see where we get. We've taken off, so that was primary objective. Secondary objective, protect the bombers. I believe you might be able to see them ahead. They're way ahead of us, way ahead of us. We basically only ever catch up to the bomber or attackers once we basically enter the combat zone where they are hitting their targets, and the Allied aircraft are trying to take them out, or the entente, I should say. They weren't really called the Allies back then. But I believe they're British this time around again. At least there are some British aircraft there. Might be a combined total of French and British, I believe. But needless to say, they did not want our attackers anywhere close to what they were attacking. So that's our job, to basically dissuade them otherwise and to allow us to assault the positions that they were given to. My flight's kind of all over the place. We've been flying a lot more spread out recently, it seems. For some reason, I don't know why. But, I mean, Rise of Flight, you're also cooped up together, and here, you know, you've got one up there, one way over there, two of them up there, and we're all kind of spread out. So, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Got one behind me even. So, not really much of a formation. It's more of just a fly to the combat sector at your own will. But, anyways, I'm going to be fast forwarding this in a couple minutes to basically just not make you sit through about a 20-minute flight to the front line almost. These tend to be quite slow going in the first part and the last parts, just because of how slow these aircraft fly. And this is actually one of the only times in the series that we ended up running out of ammunition. I mean, if y'all remember the first flight, I got 5 kills and still had a little bit left over. A lot of pilot snipes that one, and I believe there's a lot of pilot snipes in this one, so my accuracy has gotten a lot better playing Rise of Flight and now this. So, yeah. As I'm actually voiceovering this one, the other one should be up, so we're keeping to the schedule pretty well, I'd say. So, I'm also going to do probably the 5th episode. I'm going to edit that tonight, or this morning, I should say, as well, because it is morning here. But yeah, I'm going to skip ahead now shortly, and I'll see you when the proverbial shit hits the proverbial fan. So yes. Alrighty, so we are up towards the lines now, and as you can see on the map, there are quite a few little red dots there indicating enemy aircraft. So we're gonna charge the guns up, make sure they don't fail us right away. Excuse me. And start trying to pick up targets. There's one of my friendly albatrosses up there at the top of the right screen. Again, looking at the map, trying to figure out. I see this guy off to the bottom there, kind of off in the middle of nowhere, who I try to intercept before he gets to the main group. My flight ends up going to protect the attackers personally close up, but I went to try to intercept aircraft that were on their way to engage, which is the guy who's kind of coming in at me from what would be my 9 o'clock position, and I didn't know where the hell he was. I was looking for him, as you're going to see shortly. So, I'm still watching that map there, you see? Yeah, he's right there on the map. Flak bursts. Yeah, and as you can see, he's about 90 degrees to my left there, so I'm still up pretty high. Nice flyby shot. And so I am like, well, there's kind of a mess going on over here, but I was like, one-on-one, I'll go deal with this guy over here. So I end up banking off shortly. I'm looking off to my left, trying to figure out where the heck he is, but I don't see anything. So I start turning in that direction to go figure out where he is. I'm like, is that him? But that's a flak burst. So I didn't know if he was high or low, or at my altitude. But I don't really see nothing over here right now. No, he's on the map. And we're about to basically cross each other. But I could not for the life of me figure out where he was. So I end up turning on the HUD in a little bit. I'm looking down, kind of doing a downward spiral, see if he's below me. But I still don't see him. Check my 6. You can see all the craters in No Man's Land and beyond. They fired a lot of shells. And I do love the detail the game developers have put into it. So I turn on this HUD quick, just to make sure I can find him and not waste too much time. Because that's always kind of goofy when that happens. Look up. And I'm like, where is this guy? And then I see the red arrow. I see that he's like literally right below me. So I'm like, okay, well, shut off the HUD. I spot him down there. Roll over. And this is the first engagement, and it happens to be a SPAD. Slowly bring my aircraft down as not to over torque the engine or rip any flight surfaces off my aircraft. Pull him behind him, get lead, put some holes in him. He's now leaking coolant. So I did hit something. Put some more holes into his aircraft. Right into the cockpit area. Let him pass. Turn back in. And I think I might have hit his pilot this time around because he looks like he's going in. Yeah, he's dead. He's no longer marked on the map, so that artillery close was pretty close to him. And he crashes right down there. Yeah, you can see his impact. And now again, searching for my next target. And I see these 2 enemy aircraft over here. According to the map, they're enemy because there's no friendlies in that area. There looks to be quite a bit of anti-aircraft around them. So I don't know if they're attackers or fighters or what they are, or if they're going for ground troops or just crossing the lines. But I rush over there as fast as my little plane can at an astounding, like, 70 to 90 miles an hour. Excuse me. There's no other enemies besides those 2, so I figured I could take a 2v1. Me being the 1, obviously. Rest of my flight's off covering the attackers while I go chasing kills, basically. 1 aircraft, of course. This is probably, I think, one of my longest videos, too. There's like another whole, like, 15 minutes left in this, on top of this already, so longer video, but the dogfight engagement is a lot longer than the rest of them, I believe. I mean, the last couple have been kind of short and very brief. A few kills here, a few kills there. And, well, I mean, the last one I shot my engine out, so. On accident, of course. We are perfect pilots here in the German Air Force. And this is a triplane, so this is a British fighter. Not sure what his buddy went. Don't really care. Fire a few shots at him. Miss those. Yeah, these are just slow and for some reason, unlike the Fokker, not as maneuverable. So I put some more holes in them. Impacts at the fuselage. Hit his tail. Turn in again. Put some more lead through him. He turns hard into the right. I follow. Put in my gun sights again. Rake those across. Turn again. He is now leaking fuel. Aim a little bit higher. Aim for the center of the fuselage, right behind the first or second wing. And a couple more shots. Boom, right there. Good hits. That was close. That was flak. And kill the pilot. Nose dives. And ends up pretty much impacting our trench. There's that other triplane. I try to zoom climb up to him. Take a little shot at him, but he's too high and I'm not going to be able to catch him right now. So I just dive back to the ground. And I keep my eyes on him because obviously he could come back, but for some reason he decides he's not going to come back, and we end up dealing with him a little bit later. No damage to the aircraft yet, even though we have had some pretty close calls with flak bursts, although I believe we are on our side of the line, I think. So that's our gunnery, taking pot shots at the enemy when I am currently sitting behind them. So, I actually, a little side note from my Rise of Flight career, my second in command, I literally look behind me, and right as I look behind me, I just see a flak burst go off. Ends up wiping him off the map. He goes down in a ball of flames, and I'm just like, shit. There goes, my buddy. So, yep, gotta be careful of ground fire. So, a lot of people don't take ground fire into consideration, but that's why I'm doing this little bobbing technique. But thankfully we have this knoll here. That was a big artillery shell. But I can kind of scoop myself behind, and you can see the big aerial engagement going on off in the distance. A lot of artillery. That guy's still up there, so doesn't seem very interested in me for some reason. Just murked his buddy and has no will to deal with me, so because I think he knows that if he comes down here, he's as good as dead too. Recharge the guns, get them prepared for combat. Seems like our observer aircraft, our DFWs, are doing fairly well, and he's still up there. I was expecting him to drop down any minute, but didn't seem to want to. I'm still trying to discern who's who. Those are friendly albatross. That's my squadron, actually. They're actually going after the guy above me, I think. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, they're going after him. Trying to climb up to him. Oop, that was close. Yeah, they're trying to deal with him. So, thanks, squad. Glad you could rejoin, even though I was the one who split off. 2v1s are my speciality for some reason. And fighter-to-fighter combat. I don't like attacking bombers or attackers just because they got a tail gunner, and makes my life a pain in the ass. Yeah, they are currently trying to coerce him to come down and play. So I'm gonna kind of forget about him and try to figure out where the enemy aircraft is. I think that might be him over there. Just judging by the amount of flak around him. Rush on in to try to assist our attackers, which are in front of us, as well as this enemy. By the looks of it, it's probably a SPAD because it is a biplane. And the flak really likes him. He's a flak magnet right now. Yeah, that's definitely the enemy. And he's currently doing this back and forth pattern, I think probably to either A, avoid the flak, B, avoid tail gunners, or C, all the above, because I'm assuming all of the tail gunners on those aircraft are probably trained on him. Which I don't blame him, because if he's got the 11mm balloon guns, those can be quite detrimental to your airframe if they do hit. And the SPAD is a sturdy fighter, so it does take a little bit of effort on the tail gunner's behalf to try to deal with that. Take some long shots here. Not showing any signs of wanting to break off. So I'm just slowly catching up to him. Take a few more long shots. And now I think he decides he's going to turn off and engage me. It's another British SPAD. Is that the triplane I just saw? It is. But I'm going to deal with the SPAD first. Yep, it's triplane. Charge the guns. Fire some shots off. Get some wing shots, I think. Don't know what the hell that triplane's been doing. Pull in on him. Put some holes in his right wing. Hit his empennage section. Pull up on him. I'm aiming 100% for the pilot, and there you go. Quickest pilot snipe ever. Dead pilot into the ground. And now we deal with this triplane. Which is currently where now? See over here. Yeah, that's my third kill of the match. Yep. Ooh, that was close. Please, allow spacing there, Paul Voigt. Do not hit me, do not hit me, do not hit me. Thank you for leaving. Yeah, there's that triplane now. Oh, he's banking out. They're all splitting off to try to cover me, I guess. Don't think this triplane's enjoying getting shot at by friendly tail gunners there. Climbs a little bit more. I put some holes in him. Persuade him to cancel his free subscription of life soon. Hit his fuselage. Yeah, he started to turn off. I don't know if this pilot was new to the Royal Flying Corps or just stupid. I don't know. But he doesn't fly like he should. Hit his left wing quite a bit. Fuselage tail section. Again, I'm trying to aim for the pilot because I am running out of ammo. Yeah, and he's dead. Yep. Fourth kill. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that pilot. Clearly didn't know what the hell he was even doing. And so his free subscription of life has expired. And his card was declined, apparently, so. Now there's another aircraft. I believe it's another SPAD. Yep. The biplane SPAD. And the whole Jasta 5 wing is after him. There he is. He's right in the middle. Yeah, I've only got very few rounds left. So I try to pilot snipe, but it doesn't end up working out quite the way. This guy's a little more finicky to deal with than that other pilot was. Keep my head on a swivel so I don't impact with any of my friendlies. That would be embarrassing. Pull up on his rear end. Very conservative. Thought those were more down the center. Put some more up his fuselage. I'm trying to get as close and personal with him. I think I put holes in his fuel tank though. Check my 6. All my buddies are coming around. And by this point I don't have hardly any ammo left. Wait a little bit, wait a little bit, wait a little bit. Oh, this is a French spat actually. This isn't a British one. I just saw that. Fire a shot off. Had I been able to get my rudder around there without the fear of impacting him instead of having to break off, I probably could have shot the pilot, but yeah, now I'm out of ammo, so I'm on my way home. But we got 4 kills, so not terrible. Was hoping for 5 again, but that would have brought us up to 15. Triple ace. But yeah, I'm just gonna skip ahead to the landing now because there's not much else I really do. So alrighty, we're getting closer to home, as you can see, and I dive down to start my approach into landing, which is right up ahead of me. I'm just screwing around now, basically. Yep. Just doing some turns. And I'm gonna just land in between these houses. I almost ended up hitting something. I don't know what it was, a fence or something. But I ended up missing it at the last second. That's why you always land on the runway, not in between buildings. I saw those other little structures there, but there was like something else. These are AA emplacements way the hell out here. I start coming in. This is where I caught a glimpse of whatever it was, so I throttle up, hop over, and then I touch down. A little bumpy, but overall, not a bad landing. Turn the aircraft, spin out, do a burnout, and yeah, that was our 4th mission, and it was a success. Hopefully I can have some more successful missions in the future. And yeah, we'll be going on to the results shortly. So yeah, off to those. Alrighty, 4 kills, bringing me up to 14. So we are doing well. Alrighty. Yeah, Paul Voigt was number 5. I got the pilot badge. That's nice. That was previous. Oh, we lost 3. 2 killed in action and 1 wounded. Huh. So we lost quite a few. Dang. Well, that was episode 4. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video for episode number 5 tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. This has been the Red Bears YT, and I'm out.